What's going on, everyone? My name is Mike Latender, and you're watching This Old Hot Rod on YouTube. I appreciate everybody who's been following along. Just about 7,500 subscribers now. I try to do videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Doesn't always happen that way, but I do my best to do that. Sometimes life just gets in the way. So what I'm working on today is I'm working on the trunk floor in the 27 Roadster. I'm using 18 gauge steel. Sheet metal, and then what I need to do after that is I need to get the fuel tank mounted. The tank that I'm using is that earlier round Model T gas tank. The tank that I have, the more I touch it, the worse it gets, and I could probably take like 6 inches out of the tank, but it just doesn't make sense when I know I can get another tank. I could reskin it. The amount of time it's going to take, I'd rather practice my welding skills and my fabricating skills on actually moving forwards and making a lateral move on the car. One of my subscribers who follows the channel has been following me a long time. He very kindly reached out to me and told me that he knew someone who was a Model T guy who had a really good tank, and he actually shipped it from where he lives, shipped it over to his dad's house, which is just a couple towns away. So what I'm trying to do at this point now is just to use the tank that I have for a mock-up tank and just to keep things moving forwards. After this video, I'll do an episode 2, which will be from the cross member back, and then also the sheet metal that's going to be going over or covering the cross member. So expect the trunk floors to take 2 episodes. It would be much too long of a video if I don't do it that way. So appreciate you guys following along. Hit that subscribe, hit the notifications, like, share, comment. You guys know the deal. Thank you so much and enjoy it. See ya. I'm gonna just get some quick measurements. This is my ram board. I've been using this now for a while. You guys can see that. They sell this at Home Depot and Lowe's. I think this is a 100-foot roll. So this stuff goes a real long way. Just wide enough. I'm just going to make some quick measurements and then transfer them over to my cardboard template or my ram board template. Wow. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I got to clean my table off just because I've been doing a lot of different things. I need to make some room so I can I'll go up to the top garage, grab another piece of sheet metal. What I need to do is on the sides, I need to add I need to break an edge, so I need to add that material. So when I figure everything out, I'm going to add a ½ inch to the to the sides. And then on the front, I'm fine. It's flat all the way across, so I'll be able to weld that right to it, so I'm good there. I made a mark here in the back in the middle where the center section is on the front of the rear axle. I may end up having to notch this, I'm not sure yet, because of the rear suspension. If it comes up, it may hit the floor pan, but I'm going to build it for now without anything, without a bump, see how far I can get with it. So I'm gonna shut the camera off, get cleaned up real quick, and then I'll get back at it with the sheet metal. So you go. I was up in the top garage and I found this old piece of top hat material that I picked up off of a guy. He gave it to me. I dry fit the gas tank in there to figure out where it needed to be. So now I kind of have an idea, and I'm gonna cut this top hat to fit one here and then one here. The leftover, if I do have any, I'll cut it down the middle and I'll use this as fillers wherever I need to use it. So I'm going to make some quick measurements. I'm going to get that top hat material cut. I'll lay those pieces in there and get those tacked in place. I want to get the gas tank set in place where it needs to be, and then I can move forwards with the sheet metal, but I need to get that structure underneath the sheet metal where the gas tank is going to mount first. And then after that, I can start also thinking about where I'm going to put my battery. So let's make some quick measurements and get these pieces of floor structure set in place. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my gas tank on these. I'm going to make some marks. I'm going to pull them back out. I'm going to drill all the holes that I need for the mounts for the gas tank. And I'm going to weld them in. I'll have my holes already drilled. Maybe I'll get some nut certs. I'll put some nut certs in there for the gas tank mount. And then the tank will be mounted. And then I'll get my sheet metal done. Something like that. The spigot or the silcock or the petcock for the gas tank is offset to the right or to the left, whichever side I decide to put it on. I think I'll put it on this side. Wouldn't actually mind moving it further over, and maybe I could put the battery on the side over here. All right. Let's see how far over I can get this fuel tank. I don't think that's going to work because it's directly on top of the drive shaft. So that's unfortunate. So what I would have to do would be to flip it around, which isn't bad actually. I actually like that. I'm okay with it. And then doing that will allow me, actually, you know what, I think it's going to work out pretty good. I like that better. What do you think? I'm going to offset it to the driver's side just a little. I'll be able to put a battery right here just to see if it'll fit. It will. Alright guys, so I think that's going to be how I'm going to lay out the trunk area of the tank and the battery right up there. Of all this space back here for storage, for whatever. I'm happy with that. Alright, so what I'm doing is I have my structure clamped to my fuel tank mount. And I'm just trying to make a mark best I can. I'm going to get some holes drilled and some nuts inserted underneath so I can just thread it in. So there's two mounts on one side and one on the other. I need to get new pens, new pencils for the garage is what I need to get. What I'm working on is I got my holes drilled. I got my straps mounted to these brackets. And what I'm trying to figure out now is the best way to do this. I don't know if I should weld the nuts, the bolts to the bracket or the nuts underneath. The reason why I say that is if I weld the bolts, I don't need to worry about getting under this tank to mount it in the future. All I'd have to do is go underneath, undo the nuts, and slide the tank straight up. I think that would be the easiest way to go. Either that or weld the nuts to the top and bolt it through that way. I don't know. What I'm working on right now is getting it aligned. Assuming that actually no, I don't want to do that yet. I want to straighten out these straps first. I feel like there's something off. So I may have to reverse the tank because, so looking at the car, the way I had the tank laid in, set in, the fill was on the driver's side. But my straps are facing this way. I don't want to get to a point where I can't, for whatever reason, remove the gas tank from the straps. I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, if I were to go this way, you just won't be able to see the tank strap, the holes. Let's fit it in this way and see if it'll actually work. Yeah, I mean, I guess it works either way. I'm just gonna do it and stop thinking about it. 50s maybe?
I did the marrying filter again.
What?
It said I'll get married at 68. So close to death.
Basically, you'll be dead.
Yeah, so basically.
Your insides will be dead by then. You look beautiful.
Today?
Yeah, I mean, every day.
I look beautiful today, he says.
You look beautiful every day, honey. Get these straps off of the tank now. Well, I'm sorry. Get the tank unmounted. Actually, you know what? No. That's foolish. I'm going to get this in the car, tap in place, and then I'll pull them off. I got to clean the metal where I'm going to weld it to first. Exactly where it's going to sit now because I spun it around. I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave. All right, let's get this welded in here. Come on now. Weld it up on in there some more, bro. How in the hell? What's wrong with you? What do you do that for, fool? glasses. Man, you blind. You're doing it all wrong. You're doing it all wrong. All right. That is where the gas tank's gonna go. And I hope to hell I can put gas in it. Yeah, I can. Crawl into the car and get those nuts undone, and then lift the tank out. Now, if anything ever happens to these bolts, the old legs don't move like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so this should pop out. As long as I didn't weld it to the bracket, which I didn't. So I'll open up these holes just one drill bit size larger. So taking it in and out will be just a little bit easier in the future. Holy shit! I ran out of welding wire. What? That was unexpected. Luckily, I buy 2 big spools every time I buy a spool of wire. The situations like this. Now I know the next time I go and get a bottle of gas, I gotta buy 2 more spools of wire. Got the passenger side all welded up, so now I'm going to get the driver's side mount welded up and then get to work on the sheet metal. Gotta love welding rusty metal. Do the best you can. It is solid. I need to get my sheet metal in, drill my holes for my gas tank mounts, and then also make sure I drill a couple of holes for these body bolts. So I'll pop those out and then drill the holes and mount those right back through the sheet metal. Alright, so what I need to do now is I need to go get my sheet metal, get that prepped, ready to go, get everything laid out. I'm going to add 1/2 inch on 2 of the sides to break the sides up so I have some material to attach to the sub rails. And then get that sheet metal put in place. The only thing I haven't done yet is something for the battery mount. I should probably do that before I go any further. This will be to mount my battery Mount my battery tray on. That damn little wire wheel is awesome. All right, real quick, I'm gonna get this measured, cut, and get it tacked in place. I don't know that that's the mark I need. No, it's not. No, I don't know where the hell I need the mark. There, I guess. Glad I didn't cut that. That'll be fine. One right in the center. So, what we're doing now is, I got this template. Went up, grabbed a half sheet of 18 gauge sheet metal. All right, just gonna give this a quick trace. All right, let's try this again. All right, so what I need to do now is add a 1/2 inch. This straight edge is a 1/2 inch thick. So I'm gonna just put that on the side of that. Add that there. Do the same on this side. Try to find things in your shop that make your life easy, you know? If I had a piece of 1/2 inch flat stock, I would have used that. So big sheet metal templates like that, I don't save. I'll reuse the paper if I have to, but I don't typically save those. While I have it on this side of the table, I'm going to just cut these notches out with my cutoff. I got to get like a plug strip or something. Keep having to switch cords. Time for new shears, I think. Want to get a set of throatless shears. Those seem to work amazing. Alright. So next is to break these edges. Alright, let's get some metal clamped down on this so I can break this edge. See, I got my panel clamped to my table. I'm just going to start hitting the edge, bending that edge. I'm not expecting this to fit in first try, but you never know. It might. So I think we're good to go.
what I need to do is get the panel set in place. Then I'll find where the hole's got to be for the body mount, and then also the gas tank. And then the battery I'll drill after the fact. Now these things usually don't work out first try, so I'm not going to be upset if it doesn't go in. But if it'll at least get me close, I'll be happy. So it appears in the front, the sub rails start to sweep a little sooner than I originally thought. So I'm going to have to re-brake those. I'm going to make some marks. These panels here, the sub rail comes in and then it dives in. So it's too wide here on both sides, so I need to bring those in. So I need to re-brake that edge. That won't be too bad. Transfer my mark. Figure out where it starts here. Go 5.5 inches up. We're going to line up my pencil mark with the corner of this block of steel, and then get my line in alignment. I'm gonna go test fit it real quick, and then I'll let you know. The front fits right in now, perfect. The back. Oh, there we go. She's in. Woo! The only thing I haven't done is bead rolled it yet. And I probably should have done that before I put that in. Huh. Yep, I should have. Whatever. It's a race car. It'll be fine. Alright, let's get underneath the car and get these holes marked. Not good enough. I'm gonna put that block of steel on here, and I'm gonna hit the punch with the hammer. Now I should definitely know where it is. I hit the wrong damn hole. I keep chasing the front hole, thinking it's the front hole, but it's not. It's the back hole. I'm trying to find the back hole. I can't find the back hole. Now I know. Now I'll get it. This one's easy to see. The other one's the tricky one. All right, let's see now. Get these holes drilled. Tools everywhere. Don't know where anything is. I'm gonna spin off this entire unit right here because I don't want to have to cut a hole this big in the floor, in the trunk. So what I'll do, I'm not going to end up using this tank. One of my viewers, Dave Mortland, he follows the channel, and he reached out to me and said that he knew a guy that had a really nice tank. He tested it for me, and it turned out to be a really good tank. So I'm going to end up, I'll keep this tank, maybe use it on another project. Maybe if I can fix it, I'll donate it to somebody who needs one. But so for now, I'm just using this tank as a mock-up tank. So that's why I'm going to remove that. I don't really think there's anything I can use on this. It's pretty rough shape. But in any event, I'm going to throw this tank in there and see how it looks. Let's see if this goes the way I have it planned. Now obviously the sheet metal's just sitting there. There we go. That's in place. Awesome. What do you think? Not too bad, huh? Still got quite a bit of room in the trunk area. So I still have to do this panel here and then something to go over the rear cross member to really finish it off, make it look nice. Nicer than it should because I don't typically know where to stop. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these brackets here, and I'm just going to use this tray. I'm going to mount this tray right to the floor of the car. That's where this structure here is. Alright guys, I made some good progress today. So like lately I just haven't had the time to get things done. I've been using my time doing other things, you know, just life. That's the way life is. That's the way life goes sometimes. But it feels good, like I said, to be back in the shop, working on the car, and getting some things off my to-do list. So thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate the support. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free, you know. And if you like this content, you like what I'm doing, follow along. You know, if you're watching, you might as well be subscribed, and the subscriber count helps, the views help, and just everybody that's following along. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks again, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.